Hi, and welcome to the morning rub, afternoon rub. This will be my first long format video in a long time. And it's a Sunday, beautiful weekend. Yeah, this feels weird. I've gotten pretty used to filming in the morning while walking. Apparently it helps me think more. But hey, you live and you learn. You try new things and see how it goes. Plus, probably nobody's gonna watch this anyway, so hey, how bad can it be? There's only one way up, and that's the sky, baby. Let's go. Yeah, probably just gonna yap for like I don't know, 10 minutes. I don't even know why I care because it's not like I am monetized at all. So, I'm a yap for as long as I feel like it. Until I probably say and stop for too long and get too cringed out by my own presence. It's weird because now I'm talking to a camera, but even when I'm by myself or when I'm talking to somebody or in any type of context, I notice how it's it's a conscious choice you make, and you have to make the effort to get used to silence. And even though it's not a bad thing, the other day I was with my boys, Triada, let's go. We were driving. We were driving from one city to another to go to a concert, and you were talking, you were laughing, you were fun, having fun, joking around, regular road trip stuff, listening to music, so on and so forth. And there were several instances, moments, times where we just didn't say anything. And it was fine. It was nice. It reminded me of. It reminded, yeah, me of I don't know from where I heard it first. It's probably a TV show or a movie, but I cannot remember it for the life of me right now. The simple act of just doing nothing with somebody, like doing nothing in somebody else's presence. And it was nice. It was it goes. It was nice, It doesn't have to be, ooh, who's got the best quips? Who's the wittiest right now? Who's the funniest? Who's got the best jokes? Ha ha ha. It can just be us being us, just doing nothing, but not doing it alone. Granted, sometimes, yeah, I agree, and I'm a big proponent of just being comfortable in your own skin, being able to be by yourself, and not having being cringy or staying on your phone, because that doesn't count, because you get distracted from actually being with yourself and your own thoughts when you're on your phone all the time and you stimulate yourself. I should know, like probably most other people do. Brain rot and so on and so forth. But yeah, it was nice. And the thing is, I know it's nice and I know it's comforting, but I just apparently haven't done it in such a long time that I've forgotten. I've gotten used to not doing it. I've gotten used to my day-to-day life, the routine, the rat race, the matrix, the whatever you want to call it. You get used to it from living your day from day-to-day life. That when you change your routine, when you change what you do by going on a vacation, by going on a road trip, by doing something that's so much out of the ordinary, out of your ordinary, that it forces you to take in what's happening more. Because, look, if you go to work every day, Monday to Friday, right? You wake up at whatever time you wake up, you put on your clothes, you go to work, you stay at work, you come back from work, you go home, right? All of this, at least the time you spend from waking up to getting to work and getting from work back home, the transit, the time you use, I really doubt that people are actually paying attention to like their details or what's happening around them. Like, I really don't think people when they wake up and go to work are like, oh yes, I noticed there are several electrical vehicles on the road today. Quite interesting. Let me write that down. Nobody's thinking about it. They just want to get to work, get the day over with, they come home to watch TikToks about of dogs or something. Nobody's thinking about it. My point is that I do this as well, don't get me wrong. My point is that I notice now or after coming back from vacation, after having a break from the rut, how the rut, how bad it is, or it's not even how bad it is, but how different it is, or how gray, if I wanna, yeah, little stimulating. Because I'm trying to enjoy life. I'm trying to build to have the balance, the equilibrium. You need to have a good profession. You need to work. You need to make some money to survive. You also need to train to be healthy. You also need to keep your room in order. And oh, I'm sweaty already. God damn! I really care about this. Yeah, and your relationships and your social life, and you need to sleep, and you need to this, and you need to. I really try to make an effort to enjoy my life and also make it sustainable on a longer period of time and time frame than just, I don't know, from day to day life or 1 week at a time. But but I still obviously end up in this rut is the best word I can think of right now, where you just do go through the motions without even noticing it. I don't know if it's just large doses of copium to make it easier to go through it, because I don't think you can actually have this kind of 9 to 5 life, at least from the moment you wake up until you get back home from work, at least. And I'm talking about most people who don't really burn for their career and their job, and oh my god, it's the best job ever and the best career, and so on and so forth. But regular people who just want to get through their day and don't really care that much about their job. Don't send this to my boss, please. I still need my job for at least a couple of months. I don't think people are, the majority of people in those cases, yours truly included, are gonna be all that, not just stimulated, but all that engaged in the day-to-day motion. Just because it's exhausting, it's tiring, and I see little to no rewards or ROI, return on investment, in actually engaging too much with it, with your day-to-day routine, with your day-to-day routine, especially if it's a routine you're just doing it in order to get by. I think that's a big asterisk to note, because it's one thing, like I said, if you let's say, I don't know, you really want to be team leader at a company, I don't know, some corporate ass ladder or McDonald's, whatnot. You have a position, you have a goal, you have a certain idea of where you want to get to. Fine. And in order to get to here, you need to get here and here and here and go through the steps and climb the ladder and do this and do that. I can understand that in that situation, fine. If that's you and you set yourself a certain goal of a certain, let's say in this context, position, professional job or position, and you know that in order to get there you have to climb through the other steps and do the other phases, yeah, then yeah, probably it would be easier and indicated, probably more efficient as well, if you engage and you give more of yourself to being aware and there in the moment and in your job and in your day-to-day routine, because then you're more efficient and you have a higher chance of succeeding and climbing. So I feel that's an exception. I really don't see how that would apply to the majority of people, yours included. Um, what even am I yapping on about? Right. All I wanted to say, or my whole point was that I've gotten in a rut. I've gotten a routine, not just a rut, but a routine which suits me by just disconnecting from the moment I wake up until I finish work, then going to training, if I don't train in the morning as well, maybe going twice, coming home, shower, clean up, sleep, repeat. And it's not stimulating, it's not engaging, at least not for me. And in the weekends, I'm not mm, feeling like wasting my weekends by going out either. Ooh, the humanity. So boring. Nerd. So I'm not socializing there either. My socializing, all the socializing I do throughout the weekday, so on and so forth, is at work and at training. Rarely at the gym if I'm not just like, spank another guy in the shower like everybody does, or, you know. But yeah, and I noticed how going from little to no socializing in my day-to-day life to going on vacation, not even just socializing, but socializing with your boys, how the contrast hit me different, at least this time, because I had such a great time, and regularly I don't, and the contrast is felt bigger, bigger, and I missed it, and I didn't notice how much I missed it. There's a fly. Flies attracted to. That means I'm full of. Hey. But yeah, I didn't notice how much I missed it, and I noticed how in the big I was there for 2 weeks on vacation with my friends, and I noticed how in the beginning when we started hanging out, the first couple of days, not only was I struggling to speak, because I struggle to speak regularly, as you probably have noticed already, stuttering and so on and so forth. But I was not like, the cogs were stuck with spider webs. There, it was not computing. I was not funny. I was not engaging. I was not like, I was there, but I was not. It felt like I was a shell of who I was like a couple of years back, or when I used to hang out with them every day, and it was like, ah, I say something, they say something, and I answer, they answer. It was like back and forth. It was funny, steel sharp as steel, all the jazz. I was like, holy shit, that's depressing. That's depressing. And it's obviously a skill which I have ignored for the better part of at least 1.5, maybe 2 years, apparently. And it made me realize how sad I was. Nah, it's not about sad, but I was just disappointed in myself because it was something I was not thinking about. I wasn't even considering how maybe I'm not as funny as I thought I was, as I definitely was a couple of years back. Oof, life of the party, funniest guy, funny bones, right here. Um, and so smart and so quick. Oof, you should have seen me then. But now, yeah, now, ooh, such a big difference. But I feel how I'm not as used, as sharp and dull, and it was a bit jarring. And I think I'm gonna try to break out of this routine. I don't know. I was thinking of trying to hang out with people with newer people I have never hanged out with before, more often or just at all, because apparently I'm getting cold. Right. Sorry for that. I got a phone call. Ah, it was from Avis car rental. What can I say? You can take the guy out of the company, but you can never take the company. I think it was somebody who forgot or who hadn't had got the memo that I quit, so they still called me. This guy connecting people, Nokia, hit me up. What was I even saying? Yeah, yeah, social. Yeah. I was hanging out with new people. Blah blah blah. So yeah, I was thinking about it, and it's not even a big deal, but it's just I don't. I've gotten less used to taking the first step. And it's not even taking the first step. I've gotten used to my routine. I've gotten. I think it's a comfort zone, and at least my week from Monday to Friday, I don't do anything at home in the house. It's not like I have so much to do either, because I'm barely at home. But I don't, clean so much. I don't do anything. I don't meal prep. Yeah, meal prep. See, look at all this food. Look at all this food. Food. Don't have time in the weekday, to do it. I honestly don't. And so I do it in the weekend. And it takes its time. And I also wash my clothes in the weekend, because we have communal wash room here. And that takes its time, because you have to book it and so on. So, and I have training on Saturdays, which also takes its time. So yeah, oh, this is candy. I don't care. I'm not monetized. It's called snus. It's tobacco. Zin and or what a Velo and all of that jazz. From time to time, I feel like taking one. I think like a box holds out for like a week, so I'm not worried about it, not yet. But yeah, I could probably make time. I should probably make time. I just haven't taken the time to do it yet. Probably I should. And another thing, I know, how when somebody says, "Hey, let's grab a beer," and it's just like, let's get fucked up and drink like until morning. For me, more often than not, that's what happens when I say let's hang out or let's do something. It's let's hang out for an hour or two, but it's usually ends up with being like 8 hours. 8 hours of just hanging out, having fun, enjoying yourselves. And that's time I don't have to waste. But I hear myself talking, and I hear how pretentious it sounds. I'm actually not sure if pretentious is the right word, but I'm pretty sure it is. It sounds so, well, oh, I don't have time. Oh, excuse me for being a waste of your time. See? I don't know, man. I haven't had it as a focus, so I haven't gotten used to including it in my plans, in my routines. So now it feels alien to add it, and a bit strange, and as if it's at the cost of everything of what I'm doing already. Because I'm not gonna lie, I might be extroverted and some introverted sometimes, depends on the day, depends on how I feel, but I do really appreciate and need my me time. Which again, considering how I filled up my week a lot, I usually get in the weekends. Like right now, me time with you. Well, the camera, but you watching, which is probably nobody, so it's still me time. 5D chess, this guy. All the smooth brains wouldn't get it. So yeah, I don't know. I'll try and figure it out. I'll keep you updated. And by you, I mean myself, because I'm probably the only one gonna watch this. Who's gonna watch this? This was the afternoon rub. Hey, maybe the afternoon rub can be the long videos, and the morning rubs can be the short videos. There you go. See, wheels are turning. But yeah, Thanks for watching. If there's anybody watching, stay tuned for more. Keep on rubbing.